Hello, third grade, and welcome to Math for today. We are going to start on page 622, so pause the video so you can get on the correct page. Today we're going to be looking at how you can use a fractional part to find the whole. So how you can start with one piece and find the whole. Anya and Novi are running in different races. The diagram below shows how much of their races each runner has completed. Draw a picture of the whole of each track. Write a fraction to represent the whole. For this activity, you will need a small piece of paper. Now I'm going to use a sticky note, but you can use whatever you have close. Pause the video so you can find a piece of paper. So I'm going to use my piece of paper as a ruler. First, line it up with Anya's and make a mark at the beginning and the end, because that is 1/6. Now to make the whole, just like we talked about in our problem solving, the denominator is the whole, the total number of parts, and the numerator are the parts. So this is 1/6. So how many pieces do we need to have the whole? 6. We can use our guide to help us draw those 6. So I'm going to draw one more. I'll line this up. It's okay if they're not perfectly straight. Just try your best. I'll draw a line. So that is another 1/6 piece. I need a total of 6 of them. 2. Draw a tick. This is another 6. Now I have 3 of them. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need 2 more. Uh-oh, I'm going to run into my thing. 5. And I'm going through my parts. 6. So this was the total distance that she ran. Pause the video so you can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parts of the whole. Now for the next part, we'll be looking at the bottom. Now Nova's unit fractions, that means the one piece of the whole, is longer than Anya's unit fraction. They both had 6 parts, but Novi's was longer than Anya's. So who ran faster? Or longer, I guess. Who ran longer? Novi ran longer because her unit fraction was longer. Go ahead and answer the bottom question. Convince me, why is Novi's track longer than Anya's track? Look at the unit fractions to help you. Moving on to the next page. Pause the video so you can finish that convince. Another example. The part of a race Bob has completed is shown at the right. You can use fractional parts like this to identify the whole. So this piece right here is showing me 2/3. So that is 2 parts of 3 whole parts. So that means I need to make this into 2 parts. And that's exactly what they did. They divided it into 2 parts. So this is 1/3, 2/3. To get the whole, I need 3 pieces. 1, 2, 3. This is the whole. So whenever you're trying to find the whole, you are trying to get the number of pieces in the denominator. Let's look at number 1. the distance Anya ran was 1/5 of the length of the track, what fraction would you use to represent the whole track? So how many parts are in the whole? 5. Remember, the numerator are the parts, and the denominator's the whole. The numerator's the parts, the denominator's the whole. So to find the whole fraction, there are 5 parts in the whole. For the whole track, it would be 5 out of 5. Whenever the numerator and denominator are the same, that is the whole. What is true about the numerator and denominator of each fraction that represents one whole? So what can you tell me about this? It represents one whole. What is similar between the numerator and denominator? Write it below. Number 3. Draw a picture and write a fraction to represent the whole. So this picture right here is showing 2/8, 2 parts, and the whole has 8 parts. So first I need to divide it into parts, into 2 parts. Draw that line. Now I need a total of 8 parts. So I have 1, 2, and they all have to be equal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go ahead and write out all those parts. The whole has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I want you to shade in 2 8s. Shade in 2 8s. There's 1/8, 2 8s. Pause the video if you need time to catch up. We'll start on an independent practice. Now we'll do one of the tricky ones together, and then the other ones you'll finish on your own. Draw a picture and write a fraction to represent the whole. Number 4, we have 2/3. Here's 1/3. Here's the second one, and we need one more. This will be an upside down triangle. Go ahead and draw that. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3 is the whole. Now for this one, we'll do just like we did with Anya's. You'll take your piece of paper, make a mark. So then you have 2 sections, remember? So you have the number in the whole. This shape right here is showing 3/4. So let's divide it into 3 parts. And we need to make it a whole. So finish the shape so you can make the whole. How many parts? Remember the numerator. In the whole will you have? Number 7. 2/6. So I need to divide this into 2 parts. And I need a total of 6 of these. This is 1/6. This is 1/6. I need 6 of these. I only have 2. After you do that, write the whole. The numerator and the denominator for the whole. Once you're finished with this, you can move on to the next activity for today.